Opposites attract. It's funny growing to realize that life is an interweave of complexities, among which I found the conflicting ideas actually agree. Finally realizing that antonyms ain't diverging words, but just synonyms which are distant relatives. I'll tell you what I mean. Opposites attract. Pain is the opening to every healing process. A couple hours of labor is forgotten from the cry of a child. Scars show strength. The road to dreams are filled with sleepless nights. The beauty of life is finding someone willing to go into the mud with you. Courses are given with gifts to teach control, so the steps of the gifted learn to walk against pride. We've all had places where we fell short of standing tall because opposites attract. Opposites attract. The morning of your youth is the morning of the days you were a child, becoming a man from the things that try to hold you down. Opposites attract. Your good and bad walk hand in hand to bring out the best in you. So don't be caught up in now. The low stories of today build firm foundations for the skyscrapers of tomorrow. Truth is the only nectar that gets sweet with time. Opposites attract. The richest man in the room is the one with most possessions that money can buy. Masters don't put on a show that's just a peasant mentality, the trait of wannabes. Opposites attract. Listen, the person you'll end up with ain't probably who you have in mind, because the perfect matchmaker doesn't have the yardstick we call eyes. We see pretty smiles, perfect bonds, and promising friendships, but we can't see similar heartbeats, mind readings, perfect soul clones, or destinies that cross paths. Because opposites attract. That the eyes of, that's just the eyes of the maker. So next time you see your scars, put on a smile, because they only make you stars. My next poem is called Boy on the Run, and Boy on the Run, and also Adolescence. Adolescence, building my idol's incense, adolescence, burning my idol's incense, trying to trace back the place I lost my flame. Was it in the sparks I find, trying to create dreams, or candles I lit chasing wishes, while well-wishers spent nights on bended knees hoping I'll become a man. Adolescence, greed, burning my idol's creed. They say you're only 18 when you turn 18, but I legalized places I shouldn't be way before I wrote 16s. Fighting the stereotypes from the people around me. You know the cliche hallmarks that a man should never show weakness. But one thing they never told me was, dried eyes don't train you for the trials ahead of you. So, postponing your tears ain't really worth it. You have to learn to wash your eyes sometimes with a couple of tears and pain to learn to see life for what it is. It's funny, on the eve of my fall, I always had a serpent presenting the first fruit to me, after which a dam of tears cleansed my eyes again, but it was too late to differentiate expressions from intentions. Now, I found my adolescence, burning candles, studying the master's handle, finding the wheels of life don't run the lies we see, but the truth that birth the light. Could you help just play something, whatever you can come up with? All my life, I think I've had a guardian angel. The first words I heard were push, push. But I think at the point, I couldn't hear those words anymore because I feel the bones and the flesh of my mom were growing cold. She was about to lose me, but Somehow I came alive and had my mom through my life through a cesarean section. All my life I think I've had a guardian angel. Somehow positioned two great people to become my parents in the world where people lived as bastards. All my life I think I've had a guardian angel. Trying to visit my friend, and out of nowhere I had a clash with a motorcyclist. I just saw myself bleeding, but I had just one injury. It could have been a car, but that became my testimony. All my life I think I've had a guardian angel. When my dad couldn't raise money to train me in a very good secondary school, out of nowhere he got promoted and was able to see me through. All my life I think I've had a guardian angel, because when people got into the best universities, he took me out of the country to get a place to learn better things. Even when the boy was on the run, I never ran out of his sight. Guess indeed I was trying to run from him or her, but it seems legs can't compete with wings. So I sat and I wondered, why is something so good chasing after me, despite the fact that I live in a world filled with evil creed? Then he said, opposites attract. And despite my love for the forbidden fruit, he never left me into the garden alone. And whenever I had my way, he let the snake sting me after I had a taste. Yet he never left bruises on me, but made stars out of my scars. All my life I've had a guardian angel. I mistook arrows for arrows that struck my heart. I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I thought I would never finish college, but that was my last week of college last week. All my life I've had a guardian angel. Maybe I never believed in God or a force of nature or something. But I found out the name of my guardian angel was God's will. Because he said, before you were formed I knew you, and I ordained you a prophet unto the nations. And I realized this is not me counting perfect stories that have happened in my life, but just sharing things after I counted my blessings, because we all have blessings, and we all have guardian angels, and it's God's will. So any day you look in the mirror and doubt yourself, I want you never to doubt the reason for which He gave you life. And understand we all have guardian angels called for you.
once He strengthens me when I'm sad and lonely, gives me joy. Oh, He's everything, and it means so much to me. He's my friend, my life and my all. So what a friend we have in Jesus. Our sins are grief to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. So I will give thanks unto the Lord for all His blessings. I will give thanks for the great things He's done for me.
This piece is a ship greater than the Titanic. This letter is of a guy named Mr. O. You see, Mr. O is a single guy, and when it came to relationships and love, he was the kind of guy that would define them through the world instead of using the word. So the letter goes, Dear future Mrs. O, I'm seeking you to help me build our ship. This ship is going to be bigger, stronger, and more outstanding than the Titanic ever was in all its glory. I promise. Now you probably think that I'm crazy, but let me first explain myself. I would see it as building a house, starting with the foundation. Instead of building on mere sand, we started on a rock. Oh dear future Mrs. O, I promise, we'll build our ship not just on any rock, but the rock, Christ Himself. With Him set as our solid rock. With Him set as our foundation. Our ship will grow into a friendship. And through Him, our friendship will become a relationship. By the time we're done building, I promise, we will name our ship Union. When the Titanic was finished, many people said it was the greatest ship of all time. My love, when we finish building our own ship, it's going to be so much bigger, stronger, and more outstanding than Titanic ever was in all its glory, not because of what people may say, but because God will be in it, sailing with us in our union. I promise. To be honest, I've tried many times to build this kind of ship, but I failed every single time and started wondering, what could I be doing wrong? Why am I always sinking? The last time this happened, God had to enter my shipwrecked heart, dive in the cold waters of death to rescue me from drowning, for me to finally realize that no matter how good my intentions were, this ship's foundation was still lacking a huge piece. He was that missing piece. No wonder it was sinking every time. I mean, can you imagine being on a ship with a huge hole underneath and expecting it to float? Yeah, that was me. That was me. You don't need to be a shipyard to know otherwise. The funny part is, I can't even swim, I promise. So dear future Mrs. Zoe, let Christ be the one to claim ownership of our union. Let us build our ship on the one and only solid rock. Even though we may meet icebergs in our journey, I promise, never will you see this ship sink with him set as our foundation. I may not know how to swim, but I surely know who created the earth and the seas. Let us set sail in his abounding grace and mercy. Let this ship be a living, breathing worship unto him. Let us make him captain of our lives and watch this ship take us to places you've never even imagined. I promise. Yours sincerely, future Mr. L.